Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this how to play video I'm going to present an old deck that has revived itself thanks to the recent nerfs. And that deck is Zoo. It's awesome to be playing Zoo Warlock again, and Zoo Warlock is actually, it's not tier 1, but it's okay. It's definitely the deck that you can climb with right now, so it's looking like it's a pretty decent deck and it's a lot of fun to play. And the type of Zoo that was revived thanks to nerfs is a more mid-range variant. That's also pretty sweet. So you don't have to go in all aggressive with that kind of discard block type of deck. You can build that kind of deck as well, but this deck that I'm presenting here, it's a more mid-range variant. It does rely on some high rolling, because it runs Prince Kelazet. It might be more accurate to say that it doesn't actually rely on high rolling, but it does benefit from that. So if you get that Kelazet, then all of your minions are more powerful, and it's going to be a really strong deck when you do that. But Zoo is also able to survive without drawing the Prince, just with the power of its minions alone. So there's lots of nice things you can do. You have one of the most powerful 1-drops in the game with Flame Imp, a 3/2 minion. Very good to play on 1. Then you have some pretty powerful stuff coming out on 3 as well. You have the Darkshire Councilman, which is a growing threat. And in this build you have Vicious Fledgling, which can just high roll the game by itself. And then there's Death Speaker, which usually is not played on 3, except for some aggressive matchups. Death Speaker can let you make a trade and have your minions survive. So you generally want to use that in mid game. You kill off some pretty big opponent's minion and your minion survives. But against very aggressive decks you can also use it in the early game. Your 1-drop can take out one of theirs and survive. So that's some pretty good stuff. Then on 4 there's the Dark Iron Dwarf, a classic from old Zoo, allowing you to get more valuable trades done. There's Defender of Argus, get some taunts going, get some buffs going, and double Spellbreaker to get rid of all those nasty buffs and stuff. And on 5 there's Cobalt Scalebane. Cobalt Scalebane is really a core card in most mid-range decks right now. Cobalt Scalebane allows all of your other more minor threats to become major threats, so it's a very powerful card, and it fits well with the Zoo and all the 1-drops that the deck is running. And Despicable Dreadlord gives this deck some amount of AoE as well, so you can use that either to get rid of course 1 health minions in general, but also you can take value trades and set opponent's minions health to 1 and then play the Despicable Dreadlord and they will die at the end of the turn. So it also enables some pretty sweet trading. Argent Commander is in the build to give you a little bit of reach, otherwise you're completely dependent on board with this list, but with Argent Commander you have a way to deal damage, like the final lethal damage you need, even if you have no board. And then there's Bone Mare and Sea Giant in this list, both in 1 copy. I've also seen both running 2 copies in some Zoo lists. Those Zoo lists typically run even more 1-drops, and then they run 2 of both of these. So that's another alternative way to build Zoo. There are many ways to build Zoo right now, and that's one of the most exciting things about it. Anyway, Bone Mare is a strong card, so for 7 mana you get that +4/+4, you get overall 9/9 stats. And Sea Giant, when the board is getting populated, dropping down an 8/8 minion always feels good. So overall, thanks to the most powerful aggro decks getting nerfed a little bit, and decks getting a little bit more time post-nerf, Zoo is able to use that time, use the Warlock hero power, and really run away with a lot of games. So it's fun to have it back. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, then please like it and subscribe to my channel for more. Let's go take a look at that gameplay. No. There really isn't anything more to it. Just getting high rolled. Such a simple game. Legacy is the perfect response. It's okay. Getting the Prince is good. Getting the Prince is very, very good. Because now let's say he plays a Crackling Razor Maw, and there's still the Prince can still trade into that one. He was Firefly. Okay, sometimes they do that. I guess I need to play the Death Speaker here. I need to get some board presence. Let's see how this one goes. And a 3 mana 3/5 is not bad. I mean, I could hit both of these. I could also just play Dark Iron Dwarf on the Prince. Kill that one. Trade this one. I think I'll go with the Dark Iron Dwarf here. Let's do it like this. I think this is fine. Still have strong presence on the board. He's not able to play anything like a high main yet. Oh, your Hydra is not bad. I have the means to kill that Hydra. If I want to sacrifice both of these minions. It's probably worth it, to be honest. It's probably worth it. Hydra is scary. Hydra is really scary. Let's not give him a chance to use something like Kill Command on the taunt and get the Hydra to connect to face. He could have a second Hydra. That's not a second Hydra at least. Why are you running Jeweled Mako in the first place? That's such a terrible card. He could have 7 high main for next turn. If he's running Jeweled Mako, he has to be running high main too, right? Probably time to tap. If he has a Houndmaster to play on this, well, it still will lose the Divine Shield when it kills the minion. It's fine. I can take this trade here. Yeah, this trade is fine. Take that trade. Get another Void Walker out and a Squire out. A tiny bit weak to Unleash. But he's running lower on resources, he might not have an Unleash there. Okay, he did have an Unleash. Well, unless he also has Scavenging Hyena, that's not a problem. And even if he has, I was saving this Silence. So he did manage to have perfect cards, but that didn't help him. Loving it when that happens. I can't remove all the beast. I could save the Silence if I double trade into the Hyena. Then I could commander the Golakka. Or I can silence the Hyena, kill the Crawler. And I think I'm silencing the Hyena. Yeah, especially with the Bone Marrow up. I'll just kill the Crawler here. And silence the Hyena. Yeah. I have 3 minions on the board now, so it's very unlikely for him to kill all of them. Which means Bone Marrow should be able to get some value. Treasure done. Nice. That's sweet. And it is a 5/7. 5/7 is pretty cool. If I make this a 5/5, he can still just trade into it. Or I could turn this into an 8/7. Then I could kill the Treasure. Prevent Houndmaster value. I think I probably need to do that. Houndmaster is a little bit too scary. A huge minion like that. He's going to be able to kill the Spellbreaker no matter what, but I think this is acceptable. Let's try. The remaining Murlocs can always kill the Spellbreaker, but I will still have a 6/6 and a 4/3. So they can still challenge quite a lot of stuff. Going in with the bow. So he's into racing now. That's a timely defender of Argus. What that basically means is that I'm just going to start racing. Fine, Mr. Hunter, let's race. That's what this means. This means that we're racing. It's a lot of cards. Yay, we managed to win another game. Flame is good against Priest. But let's see. Priest has been my nemesis with this deck. This deck should be good against Priest, but for some reason I just keep losing. Maybe there's something wrong with my strategy against Priest. I'm not sure. That can never be right, right? I don't think that can ever be right. I don't want to play the Void Walker out there. It just doesn't do much. I want to go with the Fledgling. Let's see if it has a 2-drop. Doesn't. Okay, we go in with the Fledgling. Can you answer the Fledgling? Yeah, that's not an answer to the Fledgling. I can't play a 1-attack minion out there right now though. Because then he could, with Potion of Madness, he could deal with the Fledgling. I have the option to play the Dark Iron Dwarf. Or just drop another Fledgling. I think I like the other Fledgling. Can I pick up Wind Fury? I cannot. Stealth or Divine Shield? I guess we're going with Divine Shield here. Not playing a 1-drop to not give him value with the Potion of Madness. This makes it a little bit more difficult for him to remove this. He obviously didn't have Shadow Word Pain last turn. He could have picked up Shadow Word Pain from the Cabal Courier or from the top deck. But either way it's unlikely. So he plays something like a Loot Hoarder here, I can respond with the Despicable Dreadlord. He basically threw away the Holy Smite. Maybe the Fledglings can carry me. We'll see. Well, that's pretty sweet. Holy cow. That is pretty sweet. That was a pretty good pick from the Cabal Courier. Yeah, that just happened. I have no way to push through that. I have to play the Dreadlord. This makes me least vulnerable because this doesn't give him outs with the Potion of Madness. And then Dreadlord and Dark Iron Dwarf can maybe push through. I mean, he has to heal this back to 7. Otherwise, if I give the Dreadlord +2 attack, I can use that to push through. Now I can at least kill the Doomsayer, but if he has a Dragonfire Potion for next turn, he's still good. But I have to try. Let's stab first. Then I can use this fellow over there. And both of these can hit the Doomsayer. And now he needs to have a Dragonfire Potion for next turn. Does he have that one too? He's only 10 cards into his deck. Man, he had that one too. Wow. These priests, the amount of luck they have, it's incredible. It's just incredible, the luck. The luck of the priest. Well, now the Dragonfire Potion is out of the way. What does he have next? Kazakus, alright. So he could pick up the 4-mana AoE. Is he going to have Anduin? Let's see. If he has the 4 damage AoE, this one still doesn't die to it. Unless he also has a Potion of Madness. If he has Anduin, this one doesn't die to that either if I just play 1 minion this turn. I think that's going to be my play. I'll just play the Sea Giant. But I'll hit face. So Anduin would kill the Sea Giant. 4-mana AoE would kill pretty much nothing. That's always Shadow of Death. Sure. Interesting times. Now I probably want to kill both of these. Dragonfire Potion is already gone. So there's Holy Nova left. I don't want to make this weak to Holy Nova. And I could also just silence the Shell Razor. So silence the Shell Razor. Let's do it like this. Let's see. Do you have the Holy Nova too? Even if you do, it only kills 2 minions. Oh, that's going to be a Spirit Lash then. It also kills 2 minions. Or he can also grab a really good Kazakus Potion. That can also happen. Sucks when it happens, but sometimes it does. Okay, time to repopulate. Still. Okay. Well, I'm back. Somehow. Somewhat at least. Still a little bit hoarse. But do you have the Anduin now? No, but you have Lyra. Lyra is always such a great card to have. Lyra and Holy Nova. No, right down. Okay, then we are back to this RNG again. Let's see how RNG lucky he is this time. Every priest I have played against has been super lucky so far. So we're about to find out how lucky this one is. Looks pretty lucky to me. Okay, yeah. He's getting lucky. He's getting really lucky. He's getting super lucky. That's just... What can you say? That's priest right there. That's priest right there. The worst type of priest. This is absolutely ridiculous. Unfortunately, this is what Hearthstone has become. Sad state of Hearthstone nowadays. Run runtime. What is a good aggro deck to climb the ladder with? Hunter is good. Hunter is really good right now. Champy, what just happened? He played Lyra and then he played like 10 free spells that he got from Lyra, which enabled him to clear the whole board and make an invincible Lyra. It's sad, really. Ryan Runtime, Face Hunter and the mid-range version. Both are good. If you want to play really aggro, then play Face. But mid-range is also okay. Mid-range versions are pretty aggressive right now though as well. I probably need to play this one. Then we're going to see... I've stopped counting how many Lyra spells he has. He's able to play like half a dozen free spells right there, so... We'll see. He has like 4 Lyra spells or something in hand still, so he can have anything there. Useless to think about it. This jungle Priest is just nuts right now. It depends, Bruno, it really depends. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna try to keep one flinching. Let's see. Always going in with the Flame Imp. Maybe this might even bait out of Wrath in the best case scenario. Oh, that's strange. I think I need to take this trade here. Otherwise I will just be left too far behind. Then go in with the Firefly. Well, he cannot go infinite, but I think he still has plenty of value in the deck. If he doesn't have a Wrath or Swipe, I might be able to get something done with the Vicious Fledgling. That's the setup that I'm going for here. Trying to get a chance to get Vicious Fledgling value. Wrath or Innervate Swipe. I guess the Jade Blossom is also pretty good. I have somewhat of an answer to that, because I can kill it without the fledgling taking damage, but that might not be good enough. Let's see. Can't get the Jade Behemoth out yet, but he also have the Swipe. Ouch. That hurts. If he doesn't have another Swipe, then these 1 health minions might become pretty scary once the Cobalt Scalebane buffs them up a little bit. But does he have a Jade Behemoth now? He could already get a 4/4 Jade out if he does. That's some scary stuff. Or a second Swipe.
I must safeguard.
Keeper of the Grove, seriously? That's a strange choice. Is he going to have a Spreading Plague? I need to tap here. Probably need to play the Defender of Argus now. Here? I also play it here and take a trade. Then a Spreading Plague would be a little bit worse. No, I'm not playing around Spreading Plague that much right now. I think I'm playing this one here and I'm just hitting him in the face a lot. He could also have like Malfurion. Malfurion or Spreading Plague would be the good answers right now. Or a second Swipe, of course. That's the Spreading Plague. This is again a card that should never have been printed. Terrible design mistake by Blizzard. Let's give this fellow immune for now. I can push through a couple of these. A little bit over there as well. I'm not going to play around yet another Spreading Plague. I think I'll play these minions here. They're the best I can do against the Primordial Drake. Primordial Drake would kill this, but even if these both attack into the Scalebane. Okay, Mind Control Tech. Well, I had no way to play around Mind Control Tech. Anyway. So that's 8 plus 4. That's 12. He's dead. Excellent. Phew. Priest. So far I have not been able to win a single priest today. All my losses, or almost all of my losses, are against priest. I've been able to win pretty much everything else and lose to all the priests. Let's see how it's going to go this time. So this makes no Child Cleric impossible, unless he also has a powered shield. But let's see. I really hope I can kick this priest in the nuts. I think we're going all in here. Next turn it's the Vicious Fledgling, and hoping that it can connect, that he doesn't have the Shadowward Pain. Let's see. We're all in right now.
Let the pain speak to me.
Okay, so now I have to hit there. That's acceptable. He gets to cycle 1 card. Then we go into the Fledgling. Does he have an answer? Now we're living interesting times. Does the priest have an answer to the Fledgling, or can I just roll the game with that?
Hold
The last time I played this, Priest got the Warlock class taunt. Oh, I always have an answer. Feels bad, man. I want to hold on to as many minions as possible. Now, I would have sacrificed this one, of course, if the fledgling was not silenced. But now we're going to try with this. He already spent the coin, so there's no Holy Nova coming out right now. There could be a Shadow Word Horror. That would kill the Councilman still. This can be an issue. I probably need to kill this. It's a little bit too scary. Let's just jam a Sea Giant over here. The other option is to use both of these. Maybe that's slightly better. Let's use them. These guys are pushing face damage. Okay, so let's have Shadow Word Death for the giant. So I could use Argent Commander. And I can use these two to push through the Shell Razor. And the Argent Commander will still have Divine Shield, so it will survive the Dragonfire Potion. So I will use these two to push through here. And these guys are hitting face. So maybe this one time. Let's see. Now the priest needs quite a lot of stuff to survive through this. I mulligan it. I'll try to look for the prince now or something. I'm not. If I was on the coin, I would have probably kept it. I would have had Flame Imp into Coin Councilman. I think that would have been pretty good. So I think I would have done that. But without the coin, I think this is fine. Coin Wild Growth. That's a Jade Druid, alright. So I can either tap or I can play a Void Walker. I think I need to tap here. Because I don't have a 3-drop in hand even. I can always play Void Walker together with some other 1-drops or something on turn 3. That's always an option. Like this kind of situation. I can play a bunch of 1-drops now. Because I tapped. If I didn't tap, I would not have drawn the Firefly. I would have had the Void Walker on board and then I would have played a Flame Imp this turn. Oh, that's tricky. Probably going to be a Death Speaker trade turn. Trade away these minions. Play Flame Elemental. Hit him in the face a little. At least deny that Fenral value. Councilman is so attractive. I think the Despicable Dreadlord is as well. There's the potential that he has the Spreading Plague for next turn. The best way to play around Spreading Plague is this, right? I could sacrifice the 1/2. That's an option. Sacrificing the 1/2 is possible. If I sacrifice the 1/2, he gets one less minion. That has got to be correct. Playing around Spreading Plague a little bit, because Spreading Plague is not unbeatable right now. Because I can defend or Fagus these guys, then they will both hit for 4. I get rid of these pretty easily. Need to tap here. It's fine to play Kazakus value next. I think it's better when I give him 1 less. Because now I can do this. Then I can hit, and I can hit, and I can hit. And well, I can hit here too. So I got rid of almost everything. We're now a little weak to swipe though. Swipe cleans up all but 2 minions. If you swipe into something, ouch. Well, that's something I could not play around. I don't think I was able to play around that one. Bone Mare or Councilman? It has got to be the Bone Mare, right? Yeah, or the one who didn't do much. There are some times when you just can't play around Spreading Plague, when you have to say, okay, if he has Spreading Plague, I lose. And then there are some times when you have a board position that you can make into one that is probably going to win through Spreading Plague. And I liked making a board position that probably wins over Spreading Plague. Because I had the option. Often I don't have the option. I'm kind of glad the deck still exists, though. I think it's fine. I would need to try that out sometime, see what it really looks like nowadays. Opening up with the Void Walker. 2 attack Murlocs cannot kill it. It only exists in name, not in spirit.
You will pay for that, cur.
This seems pretty weak against what I have here. Who knows about these things anyway? Need to put some more stuff on the board. Killing Pirate Warrior is legit. Yeah, I need to test that sometime. I've been trying to find a good zoo list first. What? Why would you? On earth would you play a Grimscale Oracle? And then a Rockpool Hunter, right? That's right. Councilman or Fledgling? So if he has a Rallying Blade, both of them are bad. I guess I'll go with the Fledgling. I go Councilman. Rallying Blade and this can still kill the Councilman. War Leader and this. That's only 4. I'll go with the Fledgling. And I'll trade away the Oracle. So now War Leader or Rallying Blade. Or another Rockpool Hunter. That's the War Leader. Right? Oh, that's a sweet Dark Iron Dwarf. Just what I needed. I could have went with Councilman Flame Elemental, but that would have been slightly weaker.
Back to your homes.
Okay. Nice Divine Shield. Probably have to Death Speaker this turn. Or is Councilman good enough? Does he have a Blessing of Kings in hand? If he does, this one becomes a 6/5. But he can still only trade 1. I guess Councilman is good enough. Let's go with the Councilman Flame Elemental play here. Even if he has a Blessing of Kings here. If he kills the Councilman, then these guys are already able to trade. Oh, that was also pretty good. It's not good enough though. I still have a board clear here. I need to Death Speaker this one before I trade in the Megasaur. So then I will have 3 more mana. Time to tap. Didn't find an answer. Death Speaker here, so trade there. Trade here. Maybe I can run this Murloc Paladin out of resources. I still have another Death Speaker coming, so if he doesn't have a way to kill the Dark Iron Dwarf here, then maybe I can get something done. What is the secret? What else do you have? Secret is in play. Do you mind favoring for just 2 cards? I guess that's fine. So I have a way to kill this minion without spending any of my own minions. Let's start by attacking. Noble Sacrifice, that's fine. Actually, do I want to spend the Dark Iron Dwarf? The alternative is to Death Speak at the Dark Iron Dwarf now. But I also have the alternative to trade here. Let this one go and play Scalebane into Squire. And hold on to Death Speaker and the Defender of Argus. I actually like that one. I'll let that one go. And I'll try to build a stronger board for next turn. I read about that on Twitter, but I have not seen the deck. Oh dear. Now it's going to be a bunch of Divine Shielded minions. No, how many of those? This can get ugly. This can get really ugly. This can get really, really ugly. Oh dear. So I need to kill this one. I probably want to kill a Murloc. What am I going to buff with the Defender of Argus? I'm going to buff this one and the other Death Speaker, right? No, the Possessed Villager. Yeah, this is the line. And this one. And this one. And then I want to take down this Murloc here. To deny Gentle Megasaur and Murloc War Leader value. He still has 2 minions with Divine Shield, but I also have 2 taunts that are not very valuable. So say he plays a Spike-Rit Steed or something on these. Unfortunately the damage buff landed on the Possessed Villager. That one I did not want. Had the second Gentle Megasaur and the second War Leader. 2 Megasaurs, 2 War Leaders in the top half of his deck. Well, that doesn't matter at all, because I have no spells. Well, first I tap. Then I guess I will give this fellow some attack. Deal with the War Leader. This guy can kill the Gentle Megasaur. Then I can play the Sea Giant for 1 mana. And then I can take a value trade with this fellow. Then I think I will push the rest to face. I think this is fine. We got rid of the main threats. He needs to find some serious buffs. That's a win. I would like to find my prince. Now when OG plays Deathwing decks, I can net deck them. Yeah, absolutely. For the last game, they get to be high road once more. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, really noticeably well. But many of the games seem that they have been just decided by draws. A couple of my opponents have also drawn really poorly, so I haven't had to do anything. But in general, most of my decks are decks that where you have to play them. And that's of course not... Oh, baited. Baited so hard. I didn't think that bait would work. Then again, no one else is playing Vicious Fledgling in Warlock.
Not quite what was planned.
What can I find? Wind Fury? What can I find? Oh, nothing useful. Poisonous then.
The light protects.
Play a couple of other minions. Let's see. Okay, he can still recover if he has pint-sized potion into something. Defender of Argus now or later. I'll play it now.
Shield for Argus.
I need to find that untargetable by spells. Oh, this is bad. Gives him an opening with Shadow Word Death. I guess I'll still try. Can't be targeted by spells. Yes. Okay. No Dragonfire Potion yet. Can't play a Shadow Word Death.
You have been.
Yes. We high rolled the game. I mean, we super high rolled this one. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.